So I'm asking, once you don't have a body, what are you going to do with good food and virgins? So, this, I think, is in a place where in the next 25 years, maximum 40 years, I see that the scriptures, the heavens will collapse. It is already collapsing in many ways. In individual minds, still people don't have the courage to voice it or it's not articulated in their mind yet, but it is collapsing. The very fact that I think in the last 25 or 30 years, the alcohol consumption in the country has gone up 1,000 times. This means heavens are collapsing. So before everybody becomes a drunkard or a drug addict, it's important that the raising of the consciousness happens, that we are able to teach you how to sit here totally blissed out and stoned out by yourself without any substance. Because otherwise, in the next 50 years, you will see 90% of the human population will be on some kind of a chemical. Already it's getting there very rapidly, either prescribed or otherwise. United States, for example, I'm taking United States as an example because it is considered to be the most affluent nation. Either as an individual or a society or a nation, you seek affluence for two fundamental reasons. In the early stages, it's a choice of nourishment, that's what you're seeking. You can eat what you want. The next stage is a choice of lifestyles. This is the only reason why you're seeking affluence. Now a nation becomes far more affluent than the rest of the world, you have a choice of nourishment and you have an enormous choice of lifestyle, and 70% of the population is on prescription medication. There's a $3 trillion bill on the healthcare. Lot of people are predicting, if at all, if anything sinks United States, it is going to be their healthcare bill. So with such a choice of nourishment and lifestyle, why the hell are you not healthy? 70% are on prescription medication, another 30% are buying off the back street anyway. So, prescribed medicines and drugs, everything, chemicals to do everything. To create an experience within you, either of health or peace or joy or bliss, you need a chemical. This is on the rise simply because in people's minds, they may not be conscious, heaven is collapsing. For a long time, we have managed people, it doesn't matter you're miserable here, when you go there,
you'll be fine.
Everything will be fantastic, okay? That everything will be fantastic somewhere else is slowly collapsing in everybody's mind. So here they're trying to make it fantastic because nobody taught them how. They're trying to drink themselves to a fantastic state or drug themselves to a fantastic state. So, fundamentally, what they're looking for is heaven. They may be hitting the bottle, they may look like a drug addict, there may be rejects in the society, but the man who goes to the temple and the man who goes to the bar are seeking the same thing. They want their life to become fantastic. Yes or no?
But fanaticism comes from Puritanism as well. See, many religions which are now producing very strong fanatical streams are also very puritanical.
No. You need to understand this. They offer you the wildest kind of pleasures elsewhere, okay? They're not puritanical in any sense.
So you just have to be patient. Or in fact, you don't have to be patient, you get yourself killed quickly and get there.
No, I will tell you. This… can I tell you a little joke?
Sure, sir. More than a little joke.
This happened in Alabama. A Sunday school teacher was on full fire, full on.
In Alabama?
Alabama, of course.
Yes, right.
And the audience were not like this, they were all tiny tots because the policies kept them young.
This is the Bible Belt of America.
Yeah. And full on he was going, in his rhetoric he stopped and asked, what do you have to do to go to heaven? Little Mary, sitting in the front row, of course, she said, if I scrub the church floor every Sunday morning, I will go to heaven. Absolutely. Another little girl, she said, if I share 50% of my pocket money with my less privileged friend, I will go to heaven. Correct. Another little boy, if I help people who are in need, I will go to heaven. Correct. Little Tommy in the back bench stood up and said, you gotta die first. Well, that's a qualification. When you die, depending on your culture, they will either burn you, bury you or cut you and throw you to the birds, all right? This is one eco-friendly thing you will do. You will put your body back into the earth, this is a good thing to do. Okay, now some people are trying to put it into the space, which is a crime. So, you leave your body here and go, that much you know. So you went to heaven without the body. In the Hindu heaven, food is very good. Somewhere else, those white-gowned ladies are floating in the clouds. Another place you encounter virgin problems. So I'm asking, once you don't have a body, what are you going to do with good food and virgins?